10,000 meters is not too far away. 6¼ miles in old-fashioned money. We have an absolutely loaded field. Joshua Cheptegei, the reigning world cross-country champion. There are loads of Ugandan flags in tonight as well. What a games it would be for the proud East African nation if they were to secure another gold medal. This is the final of the men's 10,000 meters. "25 laps of the track, 6¼ miles in old-fashioned money." Jenny Meadows, this is always one of my favourite races at any major global or regional championship. So much intrigue, so much drama, and they really do have to earn these medals the hard way, as Abdallah Mande, 5th in the World Juniors a few years ago, decides that he will set the early pace for Uganda. So maybe a few team tactics happening there. This is a brutal way to win a major medal, isn't it? A great final lap in prospect. They take the bell then as the crowd roar. This is the final of the men's 10,000 meters. It's Uganda against Ethiopia against Kenya. How many times these great rivalries have played out on the global stage. Ronex Kipruto in 3rd, still a teenager. And look at Kajelcha. He's pouring on the pace, pouring on the pressure on the outside. So often he's come up short in the outdoor championships. Cheptegei trying to become Uganda's first world champion over 10,000 meters. He looks over his shoulder. Kipruto has settled for the bronze. What a finish here, side by side. Who's got the heart? Who's got the belief? Who's got the hundreds and hundreds of miles in their legs? And the answer to that question, for the first time in history, it's Joshua Cheptegei. A Ugandan becomes the world champion over 10,000 meters. Yomif Kajelcha the silver, and the teenager Ronex Kipruto takes the bronze. It got so much quicker over the last few laps. The Commonwealth champion becomes the world champion, and he will be the toast of Uganda tonight. He was brilliant in that race. Kajelcha made his move down the back straight. The Ugandan held the final bend, and even though he's got nothing left, in a minute he will embark on a richly deserved, truly historic lap of honour. And here is the world record holder, the defending world champion and the Olympic silver medalist, Joshua Cheptegei. 24 men, only one will be crowned champion. This is the final of the 10,000 meters. The track equivalent of the marathon gets underway. If you've ever run a 10,000, and I have, not as quickly as these men, I hasten to add, it is a brutal race. Tough conditions, but a wonderful atmosphere. The crowd here fully appreciative of their distance running. It's deafening here at Hayward Field. Who is going to create history? This is the stadium where they say, feel the glory. Any one of these men could win it. You're watching a very special race here. Cheptegei, the world champion, the defending champion, driving for glory for Uganda. They'll be on their feet in Jinja, in Kampala, but they're also on their feet in Addis Ababa. Aragawi hasn't been burnt off yet. Barega's in 2nd. Cheptegei opens up a metre. The crowd are roaring for Grant Fisher. No Americans ever won a medal in this race. Cheptegei, the world champion. Can he win it again? Last year, he was burnt up by Solomon Barega. But the champion from Doha is the champion once again here in Eugene. Cometh the hour, cometh the Ugandan. That is the best performance we've ever seen from Joshua Cheptegei. He was under so much pressure. Barega has had a great season. Last year, it was a 53-second last lap that cost Joshua Cheptegei the gold. This year,
It's Cheptegei who's run 53.4, and that is why he is now a multiple world champion over 10,000 metres. They threw everything at him in that race, and just as he found in Doha, he had the answers. It hasn't been a perfect season, but it's been the perfect finish. I've never heard a noise like it on the last lap of a 10,000 metres. This World Championship is delivering again and again and again, and Joshua Cheptegei is the champion of the world and the toast of a proud nation on the other side of the world.
This really has been an incredible night of sprinting, jumping, throwing, middle distance running, and now we turn our attention to the longest event of them all, the 10,000 metres. Cheptegei, the pride of a nation, the pride of a continent, and one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Joshua Cheptegei bidding to join the likes of Mo Farah of Great Britain, Haile Gebrselassie and Kenenisa Bekele of Ethiopia as a three-time 10,000 metre world champion. Well, the women's 10,000 metre last night was an absolute epic, and this has got the makings of another. I know there are three Ugandans in this one, but it's a question of whether Rogers Kibet, who was fifth in the World Juniors last year, or Joel Elieko, who's more known as a mountain runner, it's whether they can help Cheptegei as much as Jacob Kiplimo would have done had he not been injured. And this trio of Ethiopians is very special indeed. Two of the Kenyans have been dropped, and all of a sudden there's only five of them. They take the bell in the final of the men's 10,000 metres. The pride of a nation, Joshua Cheptegei, gunning for glory, gunning for gold, as he did in Doha, as he did in Eugene. Ibenyo's hanging on to that group, but look at Barega, the Olympic champion, is starting to close. Aragawi's tired. Ibenyo coming back into the mix. He now moves up into third. It's the world champion against the Olympic champion. Barega desperate to add this crown to his collection, but Cheptegei wants a third consecutive title. What a run! He's pulling away. Joshua Cheptegei with arguably the best performance of his career. The Ethiopians tried everything, but they couldn't stop him. The silverback delivers again for Uganda. A third consecutive gold. There's the chest bumps. There's the realisation. The pride of Africa. He's roared like a lion, and so has Ibenyo. A wonderful silver for him. He overtook the Olympic champion on the line. Barega takes the bronze. What a race, and what a night here in Budapest. There were question marks over Cheptegei. Everybody thought the Ethiopians had the better of him this year, but when he went to the front with 4:50 to go, he was not to be denied. He really is a one-off champion, once in a generation, and we're privileged to be witnessing his greatness here on the track.
Oh, it's amazing. We said about the Ethiopians they were going to be able to put a 53-54 second last lap in to try and break Cheptegei, but Cheptegei is the one that put that in to try and break them, and the way he looked down that back straight is so strong, and yeah, he's three-time world champion now, and true class.